Yes, people. Welcome to Saeed TV and welcome back to the Thursday show. We've got man like Moosa and Tyrone in the building. Big up to everybody who's locked in right now. Guys, before you do anything, hit the like button on the video, man. It helps the channel massively, for the algorithm and whatnot. So please smash a like on the video. Make sure you go follow the guests up as well. Never a foul. Trafford Tunnel link is in the description for that one. But we got a lot to talk about. Moosa, how you doing first and foremost? You're in the base, resale hub base. What are you saying?
I'm here, man. I'm in the base. I'm chilling. Little active day today. Went to like a Nike TN launch. They brought out a pair of Nike TN London edition. So I just went to the launch in Foot Locker and picked up a pair. They wanted to give us a pair. They're all right. Some Nike TNs or something London edition.
Come on. No, we love to see him, man. We love to see him, man. And Tyrone, man, he's sipping on the Rubicon Mango.
I know. It tastes good today, man. It tastes good, better than normal. But I'm big up Moosa, obviously, every single time. Big up Saeed. Make sure, like you said, smash that like button, subscribe, all of that. We just hit 2K as well on Trafford Tunnel yesterday. So big up, everyone supporting and showing love from here and everywhere. And man, I'm looking forward to this. Obviously, going into Friday tomorrow. I work with schools. They break up today, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling good with Saeed, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. I want to discuss the Ronaldo situation, man, because I feel like it needs talking about. A lot of people are not trying to talk about it. I think for me, I made my feelings clear today on Twitter, and a lot of people, you know what, they reacted it quite well. To be fair, you know what I mean. And I want to just tell people what I said in it. But I said I hate to be the first one to say it, but Ronaldo is becoming a bit of a problem for Man United. He clearly wants to leave. Nobody wants him. He hasn't still reported back to pre-season, and nobody knows a return date. Ten Hag needs to set an ultimatum. You're either in or you're not. You're out. We need to plan ahead. Then I went on to say, dressing room needs to be together, working in sync with the manager. The team needs to be balanced so that when we do start the season, every player can play the way the manager wants. We ain't got time to play catch-up. That's what I said, Moosa. Is there anything that you disagree with? Because I feel like for me, I'm not trying to say Ronaldo is the problem, but the situation is the problem. And it's not helping the team, and it's not going to help the manager, because at the end of the day, what happens is the manager gets to blame, and he can't be able to sort it out and manage the situation well. Where are you on this with Ronaldo, man?
You know what it is? I think Man United, as much as pre-season has gone okay, I believe that we're still beggars, and beggars can't be choosers. Because as much as sometimes I try to think, like I've been looking at it, I've been saying to myself, hold on, how much money have we actually spent? You know, we're hearing like that. We feel like we've brought some players in. We feel like we've made some progress. But when you really check it, how much money has Man United spent in the transfer window? Forget all this that we might, because people are talking about if we get De Jong in, then we can't buy anyone else in. But bruv, how much have we spent? We've only spent, because the add-ons ain't counted. We spent under £50 million this transfer window, and we're talking about buying another player for around £50 million, and then we're done. We're out of the game. So you're telling me when we were talking about this big great rebuild, we were talking 100 million. That's all we've got, because it should be straight. It should be banked that we're getting, a defender, a midfielder, and an attacking player. It shouldn't be no questions asked. Like, we should be spending 50-50 and an easy 70, 120, or 60-60, 120, and spending another 60 somewhere, 180, like standard. It shouldn't be a question. And then on top of that, nobody was backing Martial to do bits. Even now, certain men are still not backing him to do bits to an extent. They're saying it's pre-season. And even me as a Martial, like I'm at Martial FC, I'm not gonna lie to you. I know I could be sitting there at Christmas saying, Martial, man, what's wrong with this kid? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a tendency there.
Doing that. Yeah, he's capable of doing that. So the fact that I know that, and that's not even like let me say like a 40% chance or 30%. That's a big 50-50. Like, Martial can go either way. We really don't know. We know what he's capable of, but he really, like, if we come to Christmas and Martial's only banged in 5 goals, would anybody be surprised and shocked?
No, I wouldn't be.
Nah, nobody wouldn't. So then Ronaldo's at home saying, listen, you man have spent £50 million. Yeah. Because remember, when Ten Hag was coming in, Ronaldo was gassed because he knows the type of football he was going to play. And he said he can't wait to play with Ten Hag. And he said that when he knew we weren't in the Champions League. He said that. But then he sat back and he said, you lot have brought in a young buck, left back. He doesn't even make it in my five-a-side team. I don't know what he's doing at the pitch at Man United. Let's just get it real. That Malacia, if you look at all the left backs that Ronaldo's played with in his career, where does Malacia rank in those left backs? You know what I'm trying to say? We're gassed because we've had to deal with a certain level of rubbish, but we're talking about Ronaldo's opinion and how he sees football and what he's trying to achieve and the Man United that he left. Then he's thinking, you've brought a defender in, and that defender is all right, but the world weren't trying to break their back. Who else was trying to break the bank for Martinez other than us and Arsenal? And us and Arsenal are not even top 4 clubs. So he's not even a top 4 player, Martinez. Let's just keep it real. That's how we have to look at it.
So you're saying that Ronaldo's ambition isn't being met by Man United?
His ambition is not being met. So he's sitting there saying, right, cool, you spent 50 million on a defender, a couple million on the left back. De Jong, who's kind of on my level, because he hasn't pulled up the trees at Barcelona. He doesn't even want to come. You man are chasing him down, sitting there, and then I must come back and score another 20 goals next season. For what? Because he's thinking, if I put those 20 goals in at Chelsea, we're competing. If I put those 20 goals in at any other top 4 club and give them an extra 20, we're competing. If I give it to United, we're finishing 6th. So he's like, how is that helping me? So when I look at Ronaldo's looking at pre-season saying, everyone's getting gas. If I was at pre-season, I would have scored 3 hat-tricks by now. I don't know what you lot on. That's how
you know what it is, yeah. I wanna before I bring in Ty, big up to Realist, innit? Always supporting the channel, but I don't know, man. Ronaldo knew what this club was about, man. He knew this situation with the club and the way their money's spent. I don't know why he's surprised, man.
Why don't none of us thought we were only gonna spend 100 million in a transfer window? Or we would have we've been shocked how slow our business has been.
No, 100%. I meant about ambition in terms of trophies and whatnot.
No, but he's cool with that. Because remember, he already said, I want to play with Ten Hag. He knew we were outside of the Champions League. He was cool with that. But he also wanted to know what players we were going to be linked with. And I'm telling you for free. I'm telling you this for free. When Paul Pogba left Man United and he didn't sign on again, that was it for Ronaldo. Like Paul Pogba's a big Paul. I don't know why people think he's a small fish. Not having someone at the level of Paul Pogba in terms of his footballing ability and also the type of what he commands as a player and his leadership skills and his presence in that dressing room, that's the closest that you were going to get to a Ronaldo in that team. So for Paul to walk away and say, this is long, this is dead, Ronaldo's thinking, what, Paul, you think you're more ambitious than me? You're walking away from this project. If you're walking away, what am I doing here?
Yeah, you know what? You know what it is, Tyrone. What are you thinking, man? Because I think Statman said something about from the outside it looked all right. We finished second and we signed Sancho Varane before he came. But I get 100%. It. But again, you weren't naive to think that you had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as manager, and the team weren't really prepared to win trophies with a manager because you need an elite manager to win. Especially in this day and age now where not many managers are coming in and winning stuff. Look at Arteta, 3 years. You need elite managers. Tuchel has done it. You know what I mean? Fair play, but you need the best of the best now. Where are you on this Ronaldo situation? I'm
glad this is the topic today, man. I see everyone in the comments said Ty's ready. I'm ready, man. Ronaldo, first of all, I want to not critique Moosa. I want to agree and critique. So first thing I want to agree on, Moosa's bang on right. We should have gone into this summer getting the centre back, getting the midfield we wanted, and getting the attacker. 100%. The team's needed that reinforcement for a while now. The net spend 50 million. We should be getting them 2 extra positions in. 100% agree with Moosa. The one I don't agree with is the Ronaldo coming to the club and, we're not knowing what it is. I agree with you, Said. At the end of the day, we finished second under Oli, and then Ronaldo's coming into the team. And I think there's a bit of a mixed split here. So the wrong part for me is Ronaldo's 37 or signed when he was 36. He's got 2-3 years left at the peak of his game. He wants to win trophies. He wants to demand that. And he wants to play at the highest level. I understand it. But you come to a Manchester United team, which simply is just not going to give you that right now. It's not good enough. However, playing devil's advocate, on the board side, they could have said, right, Ronaldo, we signed you. we signed Sancho, we signed Varane. So on paper, we come second, and then we sign them players. You're naturally thinking that's an improvement. You're thinking, okay, like that's 3 positions we needed. Now go on and you know, establish yourself. We have a poor season, and then we get into the summer. So if you're having a poor season after signing them, Ronaldo's thinking, okay, well, you've got a manager in April. And like Moosa said a few weeks ago, okay, if you've got the manager in April, go and sign the players or get the pre-agreements in needed early to show that you're going to get the ambition. You want to back what Ronaldo's project was in coming in. However, Man United haven't done that. And for me, the ultimatum is it's time. It is absolutely time, Said. We part ways. Ronaldo, it's time to go. And the only reason I would ever keep Ronaldo at this club this season is if we didn't sign a replacement. That's the only thing right now that would keep Ronaldo at the club for me, not bringing in a replacement. Automatically, Ronaldo goes and we bring in Anthony, who is a multifunctional footballer. We slap the 60 million down because the wages will be less. And then we've got a variety of forwards that we can, you know, interchange. We can rotate. I just feel like with this Ronaldo situation, right, I'm going to say as it is, you look at the team right now, you look at the harmony, you look at the front four, everything is clicking. Moosa, I don't know if you, obviously, you've only met me through this. I'm probably the biggest Martial FC guy ever.
Yeah, it's got a pillow next to him. The pillow's there. The
guy, right? And I said this, yeah.
Pillow
I said it to Said. Trust me. I know the pillow. I said it to Said. I said it to Ralph. I said it to Statman. This is his last season for me under at Manchester United. And I said, the thing is why I'm very confident, and Said, you remember this. I said, out of every manager in the world we could have got, Ten Hag is the best manager for Anthony Martial. Link up play, hold up play, selfless, good football, retaining the ball, which Sancho, Martial, Van der Beek are absolutely the top 3 at the club at. Like, for me, at the end of the day, this manager is the perfect manager to get the best out of Martial and even someone like Rashford, where he builds the youngsters up. And I just feel like after these 3 preseason games, we've seen the harmony between the club. And I get it. People could say Louis van Gaal had it in 2015 when we were beating everyone in preseason. I think this is different. We've got a manager on the up, a manager that plays good football, a manager that wants to excel himself with players that want to prove to themselves, and also they're not all at their peak yet. And with Martial, the big worry is obviously about him staying injury-free. But I feel like if he can contribute and stay injury-free, what he brings to that team, for me, is he makes everyone better around him. When Ronaldo's in that team, it's about Ronaldo. It's about going through Ronaldo. It's about passing the ball to Ronaldo. I feel like players like Sancho, players like Bruno, players like Rashford don't play great when Ronaldo's there. And I'll be honest with you, I just feel like when he's not there, everyone feels like the weight's gone off their shoulders. Bruno and Ronaldo play at Portugal together, but Bruno and Martial are the one that have this wicked connection.
Well, Sancho that's how Bruno made his name. Yeah, Bruno made his name.
Yeah. Sancho and Martial having these little 1-2s and linking up play. They're selfless. They feel like they're going to get the ball back. They're not worried about making mistakes. Rashford plays better with Martial. And I just feel like it's not all about Martial.
Absolutely.
The team already together is playing better as a team. This is what it is. It's not even just about Martial. We know what he's bringing already. We've missed that. This is the proper Martial. But the team in general, I just feel like they can focus on their jobs more. Even if I want to reach back to Maguire, right? I'm not a big Maguire fan. No one really is. But you see this captain issue about Ronaldo wanting to be captain. Even Maguire is captain of the football club. He's undermined by Ronaldo. So in small print, we're humans. Can Maguire even focus on being captain? But if Ronaldo's not there, he can actually focus on just being captain and delivering the best he can for the team. I just feel like for Man United to move forward and Ten Hag to move forward, we've got to rely on it now. Ronaldo's 38. He wants to go and win trophies for the last 2 years. Go away. But the bottom line is no one even wants him, Saeed, But if Man United move forward and Ten Hag does, we just move him out. And we all build together now because I can see something happening. The word I want to use, because people are getting excited about Ten Hag. I am with 1 games. I'm very, very optimistic. And this is the best I've felt since Fergie left side. I'm putting it out there now. Best I've felt.
Wow.
Since Fergie
That's
left.
it. Now, you know what? I don't want to take that away from you. Big up to City Extra, man. Saying, boys, been telling you for a long time, get rid of Ronaldo at all costs. I'm going to bring up Ben Jacobs.
You see City, City Extra, big up them. Yeah, my boy Sam does Feed the Goat, and he said to me at work today, and I work with him, he goes, Ty, the best thing that could happen for me as a Man City fan is Ronaldo stays. Now, what rival fans do you want to hear saying, I hope Ronaldo stays? That says it all. That says it all.
Let me bring this tweet up from Ben Jacobs, who's made a name for himself in this transfer window. George Mendes is making it clear that clubs to put off his wages, that Ronaldo is willing to take a pay cut, potentially as high as 30%. Ronaldo remains interested in Atletico Madrid move, but club continue to distance themselves as previously reported. He goes on to say athletic sources reiterate that the club are simply not in a financial position to move. Atleti have termed signing Ronaldo problematic. A real return is not also an option. There is no appetite for it on Real's side. Mendes even offered Ronaldo to Barcelona prior to them signing Robert Lewandowski. No club is currently close to signing Ronaldo, allowing Man United to maintain their not for sale, which is kind of like so easy to do now because obviously nobody wants him. Stance without it being challenged. Eric Ten Hag remains hopeful of having cleared the air talks too. Sources close to Ronaldo say he's not keen to play. Say he's keen to not play Champions League, but to join a club where he feels that burden of output isn't solely on him. He wants support, which he believes is key to maintaining his peak. This is particularly important to a World Cup year with adding games. So Moosa, he doesn't actually want. Oh, I don't know where Moosa's gone. So he actually doesn't want Champions League football, which obviously this is just rumors, and this obviously just sources close to the report. And by the way, people, there's over 500 people watching already.
Please smash that like button. 500
guys,
likes. That's what it should be. Simple.
Well, it should be, but these guys, I don't know what's wrong with them, but they don't like really hate the like button.
Come on, guys, man. Hit that like button. Support Saeed, man.
Big up to everybody. But, by reading that, Tyrone, it's difficult to understand what Ronaldo really wants. Like, again, he doesn't want Champions League football, but he wants to leave Man United. We're not really showing ambition, but now we've got actual manager. He still doesn't want to be part of it. Like I said, Ben Jacobs' hype. Obviously, this is his kind of gathering.
Yeah, this is his thing, and that's what we got to go off, innit? Yeah, and going off, like, if Champions League get a problem, the thing is about Manchester United this season is we're going to have a lot of games. We're going to have to play Europa League. We're going to have to play Premier League, Carabao Cup, FA Cups. And what people don't remember is we're not a team that I've got loads of, non-injury free players side. We see our players. How many press conferences to Ollie last year said, this person's out, this person's out. We need a squad at the end of the day. And for me, like, if Ronaldo does stay, because I don't want people to think like, I think Ronaldo, there's a difference between thinking, right, Said. I think you'll agree with me. You're probably in the camp that you want Ronaldo to probably go. But it's not that we think Ronaldo's shit. It's we actually just think what's best for the football club. That's what we're doing. And I think for me, if Ronaldo does stay, what it is that I want him to be happy that he's in a rotation role. I want him to understand that he had loads of hip injuries last year. I get it. He could score off 20 goals. He's a different type of forward to Martial, and it's good to have variation. But as long as he's here to accept that he's going to have a rotation role, he's not always going to be the main man. It's about the team now, is my biggest worry. And I'll be honest with you, I just can't see that happening. When you're 2 years left in your career and you want to be playing regularly, I don't think you can accept that you're going to be a rotation man or you're not going to play every game. And do you know what? I said to Statman yesterday, big up Statman Baines on my channel, on Trafford Tunnel yesterday. We said, what would you rate Ten Hag's time out of 10 so far? Statman said 10, right? So then I played devil's advocate and said, what is your biggest worry, right? And the biggest worry is, it's Ronaldo coming back, because Ten Hag's never managed type of these egos before. I'm not saying Ronaldo's got an ego, but someone who is one of the best players ever, let's be real. Yeah. And at the end of the day, how's Ten Hag going to manage it if he says, right, you're going to play a rotation role and Ronaldo doesn't like it? Like, if he doesn't like it, it's a problem in the dressing room, because you've got players like Martial.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
And bro, listen, you got Ronaldo, you got Rashford, Sancho, and Martial that are playing well, right? Then you get to, the season starts, they're still playing well, but Ronaldo then starts playing because he's Ronaldo. He's got to earn his spot back. These guys have trained under Ten Hag. They know his methods. Ten Hag knows who he can trust. At the end of the day, I just need to see if Ronaldo can show a different side to his game that we haven't seen before. He done it at Real Madrid. I'll give him that. Zidane started using him smartly. I just don't know at this time of his career if he's going to accept that role. And I think Ten Hag's biggest challenge for me is Ronaldo and how he's going to respond when he comes back.
This is what I said to Statman today.
Yep.
Moosa, that's the biggest challenge. Right now, Moosa, he hasn't played preseason. We don't know when he's coming back. It's very, very difficult to understand what we're doing, because if he doesn't want to stay and we're not looking at any kind of players, it's going to be very difficult when he does find a club. Then we're almost kind of like stuck with any kind of players to buy. And people say bring Anthony, but then does that not make Rashford a second striker? Does anyone want to see that? I'm sure someone made that in the comments. I think it was his
I see that as well.
Yeah. So again, Moosa, I just want to know if there's going to be an end date to this, because we need to move in it. And I'm not seeing Martial for the whole season. I want to see if there's a little bit of a break for him. Because the fans booed Martial, man. When they don't like Martial and they see him sulking, which I don't believe he sulks, by the way. When they see man sulking, you know what they're gonna do to him? They're gonna knock his confidence.
Yeah,
it's difficult, man. I don't know, man, because I just feel like the Ronaldo thing that I have is that it's easy to look at. I think Ronaldo becomes an issue because of the preseason we've had. But I just feel like if we don't have the preseason we've had with the goals going in and we're losing, isn't everyone then saying we need Ronaldo, we need Ronaldo, we got to do everything to do to keep him? Is it the preseason that's got man that's like they always say down here is don't get tricked out of your position. And the position that we're about to be tricked out of is that we have a striker who gets you 20 goals a season. And we're about to be tricked out of that position and get rid of that striker who gets you 20 goals a season and try to get players who have never really hit those heights to try and do that for us.
But Ronaldo gets 20 goals a season, but don't you think Ronaldo gets 20 goals, but then Sancho, Bruno, and Rashford are not really contributing or playing as well? But then Martial might get you 12 to 15 goals, but then you got Bruno, Rashford, and Sancho then chipping in. So as a team, you're scoring more. It's a team game, bro.
I think we're being tricked out of our position. The thing is, Ronaldo's so good at what he does, regardless of how crap. So you have to remember, Solskjaer's in brackets curse affected everybody but Ronaldo because he's just on a different level. Because had Ronaldo been a bit part player like the rest of the team, he would have been affected and he wouldn't have got 20 goals last season. The fact that we're seeing Ronaldo get 20 goals in a season where everyone else was crap, we're thinking that's because Ronaldo affected it. No, had Ronaldo been in a team that was managed by Ten Hag, he might have got a golden boot. He might have been on 28, 30, like he might have gone through the roof. So what I'm trying to say is that Ronaldo did that, the fact that he still had Solskjaer as a manager. Ronaldo did that with Ranić coming in and not getting everyone else to work to the standard that Ronaldo's thinking, I told the man them they should be working, but they're not working. This is what I do. So when Ten Hag comes in and sees and starts implementing all this, don't eat food like this, eat food like that. Ronaldo's like, I told the man them no desserts. He's already been saying what Ten Hag said. You know what I'm trying to say? He lives his life like that. So I don't believe that I believe Ronaldo in this Ten Hag system scores more goals and everybody else contributes more. I just believe that Solskjaer was the problem. The lack of coaching, the lack of fitness, the lack of ideas, the lack of a style of play. There's no way in a Ten Hag system. No, I give Ronaldo
for how long it takes. How long it takes? You wait.
Ronaldo leaves United. Ronaldo leaves United not because we want to get rid of him, because Ronaldo says I'm off. We just have to let him do his thing. We just have to let him do his thing. If Ronaldo says he stays, then we're going to have to let him get back to fitness. We're not going to say first game of the season, you're just going to run in and do it.
Do you think Ronaldo accepts that it's not all about him and he'll have to play a rotation role and rotate and keep fit and stuff like that? Do you think
my thing is this? Yeah, I believe that. But my thing is this, Martial, you're my guy. But when Ranić came in and said, listen, I want you to stay, you said, nah, bruv, I'm going to Seville. And when things got peak for you and nobody wanted to buy you, you came back to United with your hands between your head and just like, all right, cool, what am I going to do? Yeah, you've done your bit. But Martial said he doesn't want to play for us. He wants out. That was his speech. So we've got a player. Go on.
Yeah. No, I think to be fair to Martial, though, I think he was let down by the club because the club weren't actively looking to kind of like sell him. They weren't almost giving the green light to sell him. They were putting the price a bit high. I think that's where I think Martial was a bit angry. But again, like I said to you,
but he went to Seville side.
Okay.
He went to Seville.
Moosa just said,
let me tell you something.
Go on. No, you go first.
Because he went to Seville. If he goes to Seville and he tears it up, Martial's not at United this season, and his chest is different towards us. I don't believe Martial goes to Spain. Yeah, I get it, but I don't believe. But that's why I said that there's no favors. Martial can't make us favor him over 4 or 5 preseason games over a man who's done it. My thing is this: if Ronaldo plays the Ten Hag system, and what's Ten Hag's? What's his last striker that he had at Ajax? and we hope that he gets well soon.
Yeah,
Hala, that
well. Yeah.
you know, what I'm saying, 'cause, like, so he plays similar to, because he's not that mobile. He's not a press machine. Don't, like, if you see the way he plays, he's not a press machine. And people who say Ronaldo can't, Ronaldo was one of the fittest players we had last season. Ronaldo was running back doing, like, when people weren't on stuff last season, Ronaldo was still putting in a shift. But the thing about Ronaldo is that when things get peak and it goes left, that's when he doesn't perform. That's when he doesn't perform, because it goes mad for him. But the reality is, we're going to catch up in a rebound. Some guys try to come in. The reality is, for me, is I just think we're being tricked out of a position, because, all right, cool. Imagine Ronaldo comes back into the team. We're playing Europa League football. Ten Hag's going to win a cup, so we're going to be in the FA Cup. He rotates better than Solskjaer ever rotated. The system is much better than we ever had with Solskjaer. Ronaldo scoring more goals, Sancho scoring more goals, Martial scoring more goals. Everyone is contributing under a new system. Why do we want to get rid of Ronaldo so quick? Like, what is it that makes us as a team think?
Tyrone's going to come back to you on this. Before I get you, Solly BJ, big up to you, bro. Imagine if Pogba made excuses to miss preseason, double standard, CR7 can't press. I want him to go. Big up to everybody who's still locked in. My nearly 700 is here. Make sure, guys, you are liking the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Man. Make sure you subscribe to Never a Foul and also to Trafford Tunnel. People are saying, listen to Moosa. Listen, I'm just about the club, bro. Like, I get Moosa.
Yes, what's your thing? When you host, it's hard for you to have an opinion. What's your comeback to Moosa on that?
I think my thing is, I'm all about the club, man. I want the club to be in a position to succeed. Ultimately, you have an 11 that's going to win you the game. Okay, you have individuals that stand out, but ultimately, your 11 and the squad will be the reason why a manager succeeds. There's freak nations in Messi and certain other people winning the game by itself, but ultimately, it's a team game. And I just want to know, are Man United prepared well? So when Ronaldo is going to leave, are we going to bring in a replacement? And what is the replacement? Or are we just going to die by our sword and be like, you know what? We're just going to wait till Ronaldo makes a decision. I think it's a very, very risky move. And Ten Hag needs to set an ultimatum. I know he's not got that leverage yet. I know he doesn't. But he's got to go out there and say, you know what? Are you in or are you out?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to say, you're not in my plans. Like Rand said to me that he'll tell him that he's not in my plans. I don't think that's possible. I don't think he has that kind of aura yet. I just believe that he's got to let him know, yo, I've got a plan ahead. You need to get into my system. You need to understand my game. Like, you've never played my game. As much as you're Cristiano Ronaldo, Ty, he's never played my game.
Yeah, he hasn't.
If he's going to press, listen, I'm not going to go out there and say Ronaldo can't press and whatnot. I've seen parts of it in certain games and it deteriorated. I'm not saying that he's not going to fit under Ten Hag. All I'm saying is, if he is going to fit under Ten Hag, we need to see a bit of now in pre-season.
Yeah, 100%. I think there's no doubt in Ronaldo will score goals under any manager, and I get it. And I hear the argument like Statman will be there, whoever it is who's big Ronaldo fans and believes that he scored goals under Oli. Yeah. He will probably score more goals under Ten Hag, and I agree with that. I think Ronaldo could be very good under Ten Hag. I have no doubts about that whatsoever. I'm just stuck here. Like, if I said to myself right now, Ronaldo can stay and he's happy to accept a squad role, then cool. I'm happy to have him, because at the end of the day, them goals are irreplaceable. But it's just, for me, it's not really on the pitch what I'm worried about the most. For me, Saeed, it's off the pitch where we've had so many problems. Yeah. All the reports coming out last year, the whole club's just ruined, and we seem to be getting back into that right place. Ten Hag seems to have everyone bought in. There seems to be a bit more of a discipline/hierarchy there. And I just want Ronaldo to be able to come in and slot in, and it's not a problem. I don't want players to be rubbed up the wrong way. I don't want players to be looking, because Moosa just said about Martial. Martial wanted out, but players, we couldn't get him out of the club. But then you could say Ronaldo wants out. But then what if Ronaldo doesn't leave and he stays? He walks back in the dressing room, though, Saeed, He walks back in the dressing room, and then my man, like Sancho and Martial, have been cooking and looking at him like, well, my man wanted to leave, and now you're coming in and trying to have your bit of aura. Like, I just feel like with Ronaldo, right, what it is for me, and it's funny, I work in sales, right? I feel like Ronaldo works in the office of me in sales, right? And you're sick at his job. But then when he goes on lunch break or when he's not in the office, the vibe in the office is good. Everyone's coming out their shell a bit. And that's what I feel like Ronaldo does at Old Trafford and Manchester United's dressing room. And I just feel like in the long run, would I rather have Ronaldo coming in and sort of setting the tempo and being that guy? Or would I rather Ronaldo not be there? We sign a Scamacca, for example, for 40 million, who's happy to be a utility man and rotate, and the whole squad's happy, and Ten Hag is getting his project in place. Like, the bottom line is, Saeed, Moosa, are we going to be really challenging for the title? The answer is no. Could we win a domestic trophy? Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
But we could do that without Ronaldo anyway. So for me and the club to be better, I'm happy to see Ronaldo go and have another striker like Scamacca come in who can rotate. But I have no doubt, by the way, and people think I'm being rude to Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I want to address that, by the way.
Brilliant player. He's a brilliant goal scorer. I know what he wants to win now. He wants to win in the next 2 years. Does he want to be the main man? How will he be with the squad? Like, there's just question marks I have, which I haven't seen with the squad yet under Ten Hag. And I just believe that it's a big challenge for Ten Hag. If you sat here now and Ronaldo was not here and you said to me, Ty, what's Ten Hag's biggest challenge? I would have just said signing the midfielder because we know we need one. But other than that, it is the Ronaldo situation. But he's still a great footballer, people. Like, if he was at Real Madrid, I'd be like, yeah, Ronaldo's doing his thing. But we're at Man United. We're a top 5 club. We're trying to win domestic trophies. They're trying
to say I'm playing PR at the minute.
What he wants and what we want doesn't align.
Let me just read a couple of super chats. Moosa, I don't know what's happened with Moosa's thingy. Moosa, let me get you in next round. I'm just gonna read a couple of super chats.
My reception.
Zayn Miyasi here saying, yeah, your internet's doing a madness right now. So many United fans don't appreciate Ronaldo. He's the greatest player ever. He scored 50 goals 9 years straight.
This is now.
There you go. Exactly.
My thing is this. This is what I'm. One second.
Let me just get this. Yo, Moses on fire tonight.
Hey, this debate is jokes.
One second, Moses. This one here I want to address. Listen, we're not disrespecting Ronaldo, but Ronaldo has an ill mum, and you man are disrespecting him. Ask yourself: is he actually said that he wants to move, or is it just media rubbish? Now, this is strong. This is David Honesty that's reported it, and I think David Honesty wouldn't come out with rubbish in it. Ronaldo, R7 is the least of our worries. We will get cooked with our midfield. What vibe? What did they do before Ronaldo arrived? Stop it. And Zayn Miyasi here. Big up to Zayn Miyasi, man, for supporting the channel. Ronaldo did more than Pogba, Rashford, Pogba. He said Pogba twice. Look at how much he hates him. Combined in his second time at United, the most underrated player is Raheem Sterling. What? What did he say? The most underrated player is Raheem Sterling. Works hard and consistently performs, but he's a media shy. He doesn't get the credit. All right, okay. Well, there you go, man. You know what I mean? We need to respect Sterling more, man. You know what I'm saying? But big up to Zayn Miyasi for the super chats, man. And make sure people are liking the video, man. Nearly 800 people watching, man. Saeed, to be honest, I feel like you want to really say what you feel, but you're scared of the backlash. Say it with chest fat. What is this?
They're asking you.
No. Let me bring the tweet out.
Bench press your answer. They want you to push.
No. I'm going to bring the tweet out. Moosa, you go ahead, yeah. But I'm bringing my tweet out because listen, I just put my tweet out.
Saeed, you're sounding like Ronaldo out. You sound like a Ronaldo out.
No, I'm not Ronaldo out. I'm Ronaldo. What's the plan? Like with Ollie, you know when I went to that Ollie protest. Go on, Moosa.
My thing is this: Ten Hag is coming in as a new manager to a new league, and as much as we're gassed as Man United fans, we have to understand Ten Hag knows that Ronaldo is going to be here for one season for Ten Hag's first season in the league and Ronaldo's last season in the Prem. Ten Hag knows having Ronaldo in my camp and even in my team is a guaranteed 20 goals. It's my first season in the Prem. I've seen what Rashford's done. I've seen what Anthony Martial's done. I saw what Sancho, I saw what all of you done, and you all had excuses to why you done what you done. But a player like Ronaldo, who could have had the same excuses as you, man, didn't and pulled up. And what I'm trying to let man know is that those numbers that Ronaldo got, 20 goals last season, why Zayn ain't lying, had Ronaldo been at City, he would have smacked 40 goals or something. This is only because he's at United, he's only got the 20 goals. So this is what I'm saying. It's a false representation of what Ronaldo would have actually got in the Prem in his first season back as a 37-year-old. Because
do you think what Ten Hag should be looking at it like Ronaldo is the player I can rely on to get me through scraps, even
He's
if
the
they're raw.
only player Ten Hag can look at up front and say, I can rely on you. And when you don't perform, I can look at you and say, Ronaldo, what happened? Ten Hag can't go to Martial and be like, what happened? Sancho, what happened? Because they're just trying to ting. They're just trying to ting. He can only gas them up, but he can pull Ronaldo up and say, what's going on? Like, what's that? So this is why I believe Ronaldo is Ronaldo is what Harry Kane is to Spurs. You know what I'm saying? Is what Aguero was to City. Is what these men don't say that.
I don't know about that one.
Big, that's big, you know.
Not on the start. Not in start.
You see what it is? Aguero. Think about every season Ronaldo's played, bar United's last season when he had a manager like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So think about Ronaldo, the last 9 seasons he's played with a top manager at the level of Pep Guardiola. Those other strikers can't tie his bootlaces. That's just the reality. The brother does his job wherever he goes. All of a sudden,
Aguero is he's younger, and for me, he's a better striker than Ronaldo. Ronaldo is just
where's the Ballon d'Or? Where's the Ballon d'Ors? This is what I'm saying. Don't get tricked out of your position. He played in the same era, in the same competition.
But Moosa,
let me say something quickly. Let me say something quickly. Ronaldo's last season at Old Trafford was a young buck, the same similar ages Aguero came to play for City. Ronaldo scored 43 goals and won the Ballon d'Or at United. Let's not get it twisted and think he only done it abroad.
15 years ago, rude boy.
But what I'm trying to say to you is, you tell me the last player for who at Old Trafford who has done what Ronaldo's done in the last 3 years. Let's talk about Ronaldo's last 3 years.
I admit that, yeah, okay.
As a footballer, because it's easy for us to think it's 15 years ago. Let's just look at Ronaldo's last 3 seasons. How old is Ronaldo?
He's 37.
Pull up his numbers since he's been 33. Pull up his numbers since he's been 33.
Statman, messaging me. Statman, give me it. Let me just read the super chat before I go.
Ronaldo's numbers, not since he was a young man.
If you're watching.
Hey, best strikers are retiring at 33. Pull up Ronaldo's stats since he's been 33.
I am, but let me just read these super chats. Aswin, big up to you guys. Blaming Ronaldo when none in your midfield can hold the ball for 5 seconds and average over British player and full-time relegated captain. Again, nothing to do with Ronaldo, innit? Like they play different positions, man. So again, I don't know if that's relevant. Yeah, we know that. And Zamias says, let's see what Martial, Sancho, Rashford compared to Saka, Jesus, Martinelli this season. Saka, future Ballon d'Or. Big up to Zamias, man. But go on.
Zane's always. But my thing is this, and this is why I say Ronaldo. I'm defending Ronaldo the same way I would defend if we were sitting here today talking about Bruno Fernandes is the problem. Look what he done last season. I'll be defending him the way I'm defending Ronaldo. I'll say we can't sell Bruno. Bruno has to play, and I don't know about all this other stuff. People are not bad under one season. I think man forget who we had. Man had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as the manager. No ideas. Man's just saying, go on, son. Didn't you see when Greenwood was on the touchline once? He said, go on, son. Go.
Moosa, let me ask you directly then. Saeed, don't answer this yet. Moosa, it seems like you're obviously quite strong on Ronaldo being here. Me and Saeed are like, we're happy for Ronaldo to be here if he accepts a squad role and he understands that he's got to get in with the harmony and understands in hard football and the demand. Let me ask you, Saeed.
I'm saying it with chest, though. Ronaldo has to start.
Oh my God, you've answered it. You've answered it. You're telling me Ronaldo offers more than Martial for the team.
He has to start.
Than Martial. You think Ronaldo offers more for the team than Martial? Honestly, you do,
100%. 100%.
Oh my God.
Here's my issue now. I'm for me at that stage where if the man, I want to know now before the manager later on has to make a crazy decision of just bringing Ronaldo back in just because of his name. If we're playing well and the Brighton game, he brings Ronaldo back and we're not up to speed, then Ronaldo is hit and miss, and then next week, we don't win the game. Where are we at then? I don't want that manager to.
Where are you though? Where are you at? Are you having Martial or Ronaldo? I'm asking you direct. Don't sugarcoat it. Are you having Martial or Ronaldo up top for the team? Not
right now. I'm having Martial
into the new campaign. Right now,
Martial.
Martial's your striker for the new campaign.
Right now, because you know why? Right now, someone's had a pre-season and someone hasn't. That right now. But I don't understand it, Moosa.
Saeed,
you know what it is,
Saeed,
yeah?
do you know what it is with you? Saeed, do you know what it is with you, yeah? I think you deep down like what you've seen from Martial, but you don't want to feel like you want to put all your stocks into it. But I think deep down, you know, for this team and for Sancho, Bruno, and Rashford, you know that he makes them better and for the team better. But say it, bro. I say it loud and clear. People can clip me. I don't care because Ronaldo's name. Bro, you believe in what you said about Manchester United, not Ronaldo or Martial.
Manchester United, man.
What's best for this team? Martial makes this team better. He's the
and also my decision is based on the preseason. Moosa, what's your decision based on? Is it just because it's Ronaldo and you want him in the team?
No, my decision is based on last season and the season before that. It's not just based out of thin air or 3 games where them are not fit. They're running around like pub footballers, where Liverpool's having 30 players come on the pitch. Man changed the team 3 times. Every 30 minutes, man brought on 10 new players. And then Man United are going to get gassed about that and say, this is... No, brother. I've seen Man United go and terrorize Real Madrid, Barcelona, all in this preseason, turn up and look around and then come back to Selhurst Park and places like that.
By the way...
where am I?
Okay. And by the way, I'm not part of no Martial FC, man.
No, we're not. This is a sick debate. We're just talking.
Yeah. I just want to let people know.
You know what? Me and Saeed, there's a question for Moosa. Me and
Saeed said we'll have Martial.
Me and Saeed said we'll have Martial. Right? You said you'd have Ronaldo. Tell me why, for the team, you have Ronaldo over Martial for the team.
Go on. Tell us that.
Why I'll have
someone in the shop now. I like it.
The reason, someone's coming. The reason I'll have Ronaldo over Rashford is because
no. Ronaldo. Why you have Ronaldo over Martial for the team?
Oh, the reason I'll have Ronaldo over Martial is that every big game this season that I see coming ahead. If Man United in the Europa League final, Ronaldo starts for me. If Man United are in the FA Cup final, Ronaldo starts for me. If there's a penalty that needs to be taken in the last minute to get us in the top 4, takes it for me. If the ball drops to someone in that box and I want it to go in the bottom corner, Ronaldo takes it for me. If the ball comes over the top and it has to be first time, no looking around. Like
you didn't watch Martial the other day.
I know. I traded today.
I'm just telling you. Listen, and I saw what he done last season. Ronaldo takes it for me. And I'm not saying this on the basis of because I just think because of what he's done 15 years ago. No, I'm talking about the goals he scored last season.
Okay.
In the European competition.
I like this. This is good. Sorry, do you want to go with me?
I'm saying the goals he scored last season in the European competition with a crap remember, last season was the worst.
But you know what it is, Moosa? Last season's circumstances will be... Let me just, before I just get the super chats in, last season's circumstances, Moosa, won't be this year's circumstances. So you have to adapt. And the more likelihood is that we're going to be playing more fluidly. And I think Martial might give us that better option. And I feel like that's why
Martial's best. I'm not even saying it's a Martial thing. I'm just saying it could be anyone up there. You could put Sancho,
100%,
Rashford up there. I'm just saying Ronaldo because I'm saying on their best seasons, they can't. On their best seasons, they only match Ronaldo in a season where Manchester United were at their worst ever in the Premier League.
But Moosa, right? You're talking about everything you said about Ronaldo is goals. What about the team if he's not scoring goals? Martial can have a bad game.
You know what it is, guys? This is what I'm telling you. You know what it is, guys? You know we get tricked out of our position. This is like when someone says,
I've never heard this word. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Let me show you out of your position. What I mean by
what does that mean? I never heard of it.
Let me show you what it means. It means like have you had a brethren when he says to you like you go in the shop, you see a pair of trainers, and he said and you pick them up first. And he says, "No, they're dead. They're crap." And you're like, "For real?" And you're gonna buy them.
See.
And then you're like, "Nah." You put them back, and he runs back and buys them. And you're like, "Right, that's being tricked out of your position."
Or like a girl, innit? You can move to the girl and then
Because what
Let me just get these super chats in, Moosa. Let me get these super chats in. Jamie Asher says Eddie Nketiah is on fire. He will get more goals than Martinet, Martial, Saliba, already Varane on toast. Big up to Quentin. I will not sub out Martial now for Ronaldo. He will break Martial's confidence, and Ronaldo needs to know he can be subbed and make a scene.
Brentford
also,
away, remember?
Big up to Husky Avius. He goes, Erik ten Hag said that he wants Ronaldo and has him in his plans. Ronaldo could play the Hala role easily and better than Tony could ever.
Oh,
and I love Tony. I don't know how you say all that and then you say I love Tony.
I'll be see what right now we're not playing the way Ajax did with Hanger. We're not playing that because Martial's a different striker to him. We're playing a different system.
Ronaldo,
there you go, Moosa. There you go.
All that as well. Yeah, you're right. Ronaldo, right. I'll be honest. You know what surprised me, Moosa? I love Martial. I'm surprised because he's 26 that he's physically. I thought he was gone, like muscular injuries. He's bulked up. Martial's come back and he's quick. He's running in behind. I'm seeing stuff that basically I didn't expect to see this preseason.
Remember what I said from the beginning? I am Martial FC. I don't know what anyone else. Like, see me. I don't want to sell Martial anything else. I'm just saying with a new manager, because we were saying Ten Hag getting top 6 is a good season. That's what everyone was saying. All of a sudden, we're all comfortable thinking we're top 4. And I'm thinking,
there you go, Moosa, by the way. There you go. There's the numbers. 29 in 33, 31 in 33, 18 in 27. CR7 last 3 years.
This is what I'm trying to say. And if any of our strikers had those numbers, we will be saying they're world class. Yeah. Because in terms of what they're doing. So my thing is this. I'm Martial FC. But I just believe with a new manager and the amount of pressure that's going to be on, if Martial goes 4 games without scoring, it is a wrap for him in all the tabloids. And then we have to deal with Anthony Martial that's under pressure at Old Trafford, under pressure in the newspaper, and everyone's saying that his normal stance, which I don't believe he's a sulker, it's just his body language like Berbatov. Man, them are saying that he's not on it. We need to deal with that. Whereas you deal with a Ronaldo where he doesn't care what you're saying about him. Ronaldo just is here and lives for the goals. I just want a Ronaldo in the team. And this is my thing. You're 26 years old, Martial. How can you not learn from Ronaldo? And how can he be the problem?
I don't think he does want to learn. I'll be honest with you. He's his own man, and that's the problem. Same Bias is here saying Ronaldo join Arsenal. We will appreciate him there. Imagine him, Jesus, Saka, and Odegaard. He'll probably get us to a 30 goal plus. Ronaldo affects the function of the team in a tactical sense because everything has to run through him. 20 plus goals and we finished 6. Bloody hell, guys! It's over.
Bro, I'm on it now. Man. There's 900 people watching, brother.
How many likes we on?
What a lot. 280.
My argument for Ronaldo is well.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the comments. I've seen the comments here booting off how sick the show is. Please just show support to Said. Smash a like there. It's so easy to do it. Get the algorithms pumping, and then obviously big up Cass as well there. Love, that's my guy.
Yeah, what's he saying?
My channel, Trafford Tunnel, down in the description as well. So subscribe to my channel with Cass as well, Trafford Tunnel, and obviously shout out Moosa. But guys, run the likes up, man. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Come on, guys. Run the likes
up,
man. We're putting our heart in today. We're going in today for you guys. You got to run it up. Run it up, man. But like I said to me, if I hear Ronaldo's left tomorrow, I'm not going to be upset. But I just think that I don't replace Ronaldo with Anthony. Anthony should be coming regardless if Ronaldo goes. Ronaldo has to be replaced with a striker. I don't want to hear these dodgy tactics that Man United are doing. Like Anthony should not be coming to Man United and expected to get 15 plus goals. Is man expecting him to get 15 plus goals? Because that's what you got to do to replace Ronaldo.
Nah, I hear you.
I'm not expecting him. I'm expecting him to come in. I'm not even expecting him to start. I'm expecting Sancho to still be on the right, Rashford to still be on the left, and Anthony on the bench. And when Anthony does come on, Rashford might come off. Then we send Sancho to the left, and then we do them type of thing. That's what I'm expecting. I'm not expecting the young buck to come in and the pressure's all on him. It's a new season. It's a new league. It's new players. It's going to be a bit.
They're saying you're being disrespectful for Martial. I don't think he has, man. I've watched. Yeah, I think you just believe in Ronaldo more than Martial.
Yeah, and it's not. You know what? People are getting twisted as well. Like I said, it's not about Martial. It's anyone you don't want to put in number 9. If you man telling me you're putting Bruno there, I'm not. If anyone who plays where Ronaldo should play, I'm not putting him over Ronaldo because I'm not getting. See, Man was traumatized from last season. It's our worst season ever in the Premier League since 92, guys. Our worst ever season. Do you know what I'm saying? We went to the last game of the season to Crystal Palace and they had to do us like, was it Brighton, one of the teams? And we might not have made the European spots. We were just struggling. It was one of our worst ever seasons. And we had Martial in Spain and he only banged in 2 goals. He has to earn it.
Yeah, big up to Knowledge Anthony. He said, don't try it, Saeed. He was straight on there. I said that about a minute ago. He was straight on there, but he said, love to support the channel. Martial was learning from Zlatan. They had a good relationship. I think Ronaldo is moving like a diva in the locker room because he wants people to kiss his feet without
do you
giving
know
respect.
what, Saeed? Yeah?
See, I think that's a bit harsh on Ronaldo.
Do you think, do you think, like, as much as me and you are more Ronaldo, we like him as a player, but we want him to go, do you feel like there's a part of you, that he could come in, like Moosa said, and he could just work, he could adjust, and we should be not thinking negatively? Because obviously a lot of the fans are like, Ronaldo's going to be a problem, but he hasn't even come back to know factually if he's a problem yet. Do you think that he could come back in and rotate and accept his role and work for the team? Like, are we being too...
The thing is,
are we being
he's
too
self-obsessed, though. He's a guy who's self-obsessed. He's a self... In terms of winning, Moosa, you don't understand, and Tyrone, he is very, very much self-centered. Is that a bad thing? I don't think, because it's made him the man he is today. So again, it's not a bad thing, but I just feel like, for me, could we afford that luxury right now when we don't know what we're doing? Yeah, you know what I mean? Because we're still learning on the job, and Ten Hag is learning because it's a new league, by the way. I just feel like we've got to set an ultimatum to Ronaldo. It's now or never. By next week, if you don't come into training, or okay, that's the wrong word because we don't know what's problems with him. But if you don't give us a clear indication of whether you want to stay or go, and give us that kind of ultimatum, then we have to move on. And the club can't be thinking about
remember I told you, sir, you've been tricked out of your position.
But the thing is, though, why I think that's not the case, Moosa, for this situation here, is because Man United won't go and buy a replacement regardless anyway. They won't.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the time to do it.
This is me. Ronaldo out, Scamacca for 40 million in.
Nah, but you lot are missing the point. The only reason Ronaldo wants to go is because there is no Scamacca. You know what I'm trying to say?
But would have been their Shamaka if United just said, you know what, let's not take a gamble here. If for the betterment of the team and for betterment of the squad, let's let a player go because it could disrupt the harmony.
No, but you're not missing the point. All Ronaldo done was at the end of the season he gave an interview on Sky Sports and whatever, and it was quoted by him. Can't wait to play with a new manager. His football's always been excellent, blah, blah, blah. That's Ronaldo knowing he's in the Europa League. Ronaldo and his agent then have talked to the club about their ambition. Ronaldo's ambition is our ambition. Ronaldo wants to know why Tottenham have signed 8 players. That's all he wants to know.
How many of them improved the team, though, Moosa? How many of them start? 2 of them. That's it.
Basuma,
Richarlison, that's it.
Basuma, Richarlison, and Perisic improved Tottenham. If we got those 3 players at Old Trafford, we're not saying we're improved. What I'm trying to say is this:
Richarlison,
and Perisic. But that's what it's about. Remember, there's 5 subs this season. All Ronaldo's saying, you've got rid of Pogba, who's a big pull-up player as far as I'm concerned, international, done it, whatever. Now you've left me with kids. All I'm saying is, go out there. Listen, Barcelona are meant to be broke. Oh my Lord. Have you see what they're doing in the transfer market? Mad. So Ronaldo's thinking, Barcelona are broke. We're trying to get one of their midfielders out who does want to go. What I'm confused is, why isn't the fan base with Ronaldo saying we demand Ten Hag be backed properly? Why have we only spent £50 million?
But the thing is, though, because Ten Hag's trying to do it a different way in terms of getting specific targets, and that's why
Ten Hag had a list of 7 players.
I know.
So he's different way. Yeah, so he's different way. He's all good, and Ronaldo backs that. But where are these 7 players?
The club is not. The club is incompetent. Exactly. Yeah.
So
this is what I'm trying to say. But you know what? We're linked with Tielemans because apparently the young situation is looking a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. For once here, I actually think this deal is not looking likely. And for me, people can say you're being reactionary. I genuinely think when I speak to the Barcelona guy, he was more and more confident that he's going to stay, and they've activated their second leaver now. Yeah, and I genuinely think for me, it's. So I don't think Tielemans is the answer though. This is the problem. I'm stuck, man. I don't know what to think.
No, I don't think he's going to stay though, man. because they haven't registered these players. These players are all playing pre-season games and they still haven't been registered with La Liga.
No, but they are. Rafinha's played.
No, they're playing, but because it's not in La Liga, they can play.
Yeah. I
but
know
they
what
all
you mean.
been registered.
They're looking at activating a third lever or something just so they can register, man. Yeah.
The money's there. That's not a problem, but they still were fair play thing with La Liga. So it doesn't matter they got the money. There's still a system of fair play or something to do with the wages.
There's a possibility, though, that we don't get De Jong. Like, a lot of people
there is a possibility. There's a possibility Barcelona just say to themselves, let's give him 70 million and he might be worth more money next year. Let's not worry about it.
You know what my issue is? It's not about not getting De Jong. My issue with this is that I've watched, and this is when I talk about the pre-season, right? Because we haven't even spoken, obviously, in terms of the winnings. Like we've won games, we've played well, and like I'm loving what we're seeing. But you know what I love? The fact that Ten Hag's winning 4-0, 4-1, and not everything's pretty. He's still wanting to, improve the team. He's seeing where they're making mistakes, and one of them is the midfield. Now, for me, when we started attacks, we've seen it. Apart from Fred whipping out a few balls in the last game, we've struggled to build up from the back in terms of, building up from the back and starting attacks. For me, the problem's not about not getting De Jong. The problem is if we don't get De Jong, the replacements for me are not good, and they're not as good as De Jong. And I don't want to just be settling for something because we can't get De Jong. Like, if we're talking about other positions and you're like, okay, if we don't get Martinez, we get X, Y, Z, and you're like, do you know what? The quality's still there. They match. If you got Timber or Martinez, you don't really mind. If you're going from De Jong to a Yuri Tielemans, I'll be honest with you, yes, Tielemans has quality on the ball. I get it. He can deliver a pass, but I have reservations about him coming to the club, innit? There's things about him I doubt. Yeah, whereas look
at this Moosa, though.
Yeah,
look at this, guys.
Here, and we're saying we signed De Jong. All of us are happy. There's not reservations. It's like the Ten Hag. It's like when we got Poch. If we're going to get Poch, some fans weren't happy. Some fans were. We get Ten Hag, everyone's buying into it. So everyone's happy. If you get De Jong, everyone's buying into it. And that's why we need to get this player. If we don't, Said Moosa, I'm worried about who the replacement is for him. Honestly, I am. Neves and Tielemans.
Also, look at that, though.
Him, man.
Look at this, guys. Barcelona will not be obliged to sell Frankie De Jong should they activate their third lever. And they you know what? We're almost waiting for them to activate shit, man. Like, I've watched the first one, I've watched the second one, and I'm watching the third one, brother. We're just literally watching them.
We need to also understand is that a deal's been agreed between the two clubs, and that's factual. Barcelona have sold De Jong. They've sold him because when you look at it, they've agreed the payment plan, everything. The deals have been agreed. So what's the problem? This is factual. They owe De Jong £70 million. So Barcelona have told De Jong, and De Jong knows this, we've agreed to sell you to Man United for the price they've offered, and we're happy with it. De Jong's like, cool, but I don't have to leave. And why don't I have to leave? You know why I don't have to leave. And you lot owe me money anyway. I'm not talking to you. It's long. Boom. So now we're in a situation where it's on Barcelona to pay up the money, use some of that money to pay it or not. That's just a situation between them. But as a club, they've agreed to sell him because they don't rate him like that. And this is my thing is this. If Barcelona, who are going for a transition, are not building their midfield around De Jong, why is he all of a sudden the best midfielder in the world? I'm not accepting that. De Jong's not the best midfielder in the world.
And you know what, Moosa as well? He actually only come on the other day and played centre-back. He didn't even play midfield.
This is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying he's crap, but he's most probably top 10. But he's not the best.
Barcelona don't value him like that. I hear you. This
is what I'm trying to say. So my thing is this. So let's not go on like we can't get someone. Let's not go on like Neves, an example. Let's not go on like Neves that can't play for Portugal versus Holland and pocket De Jong and play a game in a system. And Mandem are saying he's doing bits. Let's not go on like Neves is some little boy because he's at Wolves. The man, they can play ball. These are footballers in a proper system with a manager like Ten Hag for the right price. We'll see a different Neves. If all of these players are going to step up a level, what do you think Neves would at 26 years old? What do you think his development would be under a Ten Hag?
I hear you, but do you know what it is? I think for me, this is different to just signing a player. I think it's about the system and the signing. And you know what?
This is what he said.
Ball carrying, picking up the ball from the back foot and being a ball carrier, transitioning into the next middle of the park. That's what Neves can't do. That you never see Neves run with a ball ever. You don't really see Tielemans really.
But you know what my problem is there?
Running with the ball.
Is De Jong the only person in world football that's available that can do that? Is he the only person?
I'm struggling to think of really good replacements.
That's not our job, though. This is what I'm saying. That's what the scouts are meant to do. You know why? Because tomorrow, All of a sudden, Barcelona have got a new De Jong. Real Madrid have got a new De Jong. Leon have got a new. All of these mad players or teams, all of a sudden have got a new De Jong, and we're sitting there like, how comes we didn't pick up that player? How comes we didn't get him? Where's the scouting system? Because Ten Hag, you play a certain type of football. I'm sure there's other people that can. Okay, cool. So we imagine we don't get De Jong. Imagine De Jong weren't even for sale. So what? We wouldn't have got no new midfielders.
You know what? Let me just read this super chat before I get Knowledge Anthony. Big up Knowledge Anthony, man, for supporting the channel, bro. Really appreciate anyone that sends in super chats, man. You know what I mean? It's big up to the channel, man. We're gonna wrap it up soon. Knowledge says here, if Ronaldo is a main striker, our wingers suffer. Is proven at Juve. He scored at Juve, but Juve were trash. Eric Ten Hag wants goals from all over, just not the striker. And CR7 isn't a team player. But that is, you know what, man? At Juventus, there was a lot of calls from Buffon. You know what I mean? That it changed the dynamics of the team. Look what he says here, Moosa. Moosa here. Look at this here. Eric Ten Hag on a Frankie de Jong. We are looking for a player who can play in the holding position, but it has to be the right one. There are not many in that position capable of the level of demand. Maybe he's looking at Neves thinking, nah, he can't give me what he wants. Obviously, he's probably we are linked with Tielemans, but obviously, I'm not sure Tielemans is that guy. 2 years ago, maybe, yeah, but he's not that guy anymore.
You guys do know that Ten Hag is buying De Jong as his number 6.
Yeah, no. I've accepted that. I've accepted that.
I agree that now. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So we already had that conversation where a lot of people said they don't think in this hard bustling Premier League he can do it. He wants him as a 6 to be his deepest player in the game. So that's another thing that we got to remember. 2, Ten Hag wants Ronaldo. I'm just backing the manager. The manager wants Ronaldo. If Ten Hag didn't want Ronaldo and said he wanted Ronaldo out, I would be backing the manager. The only reason I'm going so hard with Ronaldo is because Ten Hag is also backing him. Ten Hag wants Ronaldo. He wants him in. He's not even listening about all this you're leaving. He said, you're a United player. I don't know. I need goals. And that's his, stubborn, hard management, knowing what he wants to do. He's not having it. You know what I'm trying to say? And he just knows, Ten Hag knows, the way I set my teams up and the way they play, it's impossible for it to only go for Ronaldo. Because of the movement, it's impossible,
and that's what I hope he can adjust to. Do you know what? Like, if I have to put pen to paper, for me, if Ronaldo stays, I'm going to say that he stays because I want him to go, but I don't believe he will go. If he stays, I'm sorry, but Anthony Martial leaves the line over Cristiano Ronaldo. And if Ronaldo starts, for me, what I do is I move Martial to the left because I feel like he offers more than Rashford already. Because I think Elanga and Rashford have been the sort of two out of the most senior players, a bit underwhelming in pre-season. So for me, it's either Sancho, Ronaldo, and Martial, or if not, it's Rashford, Martial down the middle, and Sancho right. I believe if you want to say to me, going into the start of this season, who is the best number 9 for this football club, it's Anthony Martial, because he makes the other players better around him. Bruno, Sancho, Rashford all play better. And like someone said in the comments earlier, Ten Hag always says, I don't just want my number 9 scoring goals. Now, if you want your team to score goals across the park, you have a player that is able to link up play, bring others in, is selfless, which Ronaldo is selfish, and won't cause a problem. And for me, with the way Martial's IQ in his brain is, I just think he's perfect for Ten Hag. And I think already in 3 games, what we're seeing from him is a different Martial. And I'm not saying I'm surprised because I said that Ten Hag would get the best out of him, but I am surprised in terms of the form he's shown in the last 18 months to what he's doing now. If he can only improve, get fitter, get sharper, stay injury-free, guys, we're talking about a Martial that we saw excelling in 1920. Someone that had a Ballon d'Or clause in 2015 when he signed. I'm not saying he's going to reach that, but there's natural ability, there's natural class in there. And if we can't sit here as Man United fans and say, when we've watched Man United this pre-season, we've enjoyed watching Martial and seeing this team link up playing together. Come on, man. Like...
it's exactly it.
If it goes left for Martial and he doesn't turn up, what are you guys going to do? Who are you going to
call? I'm not going to damn him. That's one thing. I'm not going to damn him. I'm also going to say, why wasn't there no plan?
This is what I'm saying. Because my thing is this. Let Ronaldo go, but go and get me Joao Felix, who can play up front on the left.
I'm with you now.
I'd love that. I'd get rid of Ronaldo and I'll go to Madrid with you, man, and we drive him back.
Yeah, go and do something like that for me. If you're not gonna do that for me, don't tell me about getting rid of Ronaldo, because we're just gonna allow our board get rid of Ronaldo, not replace him, buy a player that was already on the list that was already meant to come, because we need a left-footed attacker ever since Greenwood's been out the game. So we need someone that can do that. And then they're gonna go, oh yeah, we bought Anthony because Ronaldo left. No, he was already meant to come. Go and get me Joao Felix from Atletico Madrid. That's got techers, can play up front, on the left, on the right. Yeah, is a more flexible forward than Anthony.
He'd be my number one. He'd be my number one choice if he was gettable. Felix would be perfect for Ten Hag. That would be my number one.
Absolutely. But we can only wish. We can only wish, man.
Yeah.
But listen, we're gonna wrap it up here. Big up to Trey. Yeah, but what a show, man. What an event it's done after R7's departure. Well, listen, we could get into that a lot, man. But listen, people, big up to everybody who's liked the video. Guys, let's see if we can get 500 likes before the video ends. I think we're on 400 or something. Yeah, exactly. 78 likes. So only 78 of you have to hit the like button. So make sure you go do that. For everyone that sent a super chat today, love to you, Zane. Every single person who's sent a super chat today, love, man. It's all about supporting the channel, and big up to everybody who's done that. Ty, man, let them know where they can find you. What are you up to? Let them know, bro.
Every time I always got to start of it. Big up Moosa every single time. Love what you're doing, man. Love doing the shows with you. Saeed, having me on. I love what you do every single time. We're gonna get you to 60k subs soon. For me, obviously, Cass is one of the mods there. He does the channel with me. Manchester United channel, Trafford Tunnel, down below. We just hit 2k subscribers, so please just smash a subscribe if you're here, people. Giving you honest and real conversation. That's why me and Saeed link up every time. And Never a Foul as well for our generic football channel. I'm on there tonight with Statman Baines, and we're talking about Premier League players that could shine this season, and that's at 7:30. So people, Trafford Tunnel down below, and then Never a Foul for my generic content. Please subscribe and keep supporting Saeed, man.
Come on, man. Big up to you. Then obviously, Moosa, man, you're in the resale hub. You get me? Let them know what you're up to, man.
Guys can find me resale CIC, find out the work that we're doing. Big up to all the man them every time. It's always a pleasure to come here.
Come on, man.
Let
it's good, man. Everybody's got different opinions, man. That's why I love this Thursday show,
bro. It does. This is facts.
Share our thoughts, share our conversations. I told you, Si, we need a live show with an
audience. We're gonna make it happen.
100%. Yeah, man. We're there.
We're live show, man. We're there.
With an audience. We need the people to be able to get a mic and have their 2 senses here.
What we saying today? What we saying? All Martial's back now, yeah? We're saying we're back now.
I'm Martial FC, and I've been Martial FC from day dot. I wanted him to leave to prove a point, so I could be like, I told you he was the real deal. But R9, like Ronaldo's Ronaldo.
Let's see, man. Do you know what? Let's see Brighton 2 weeks away, man. I'm excited.
We'll find out. We'll definitely find out. But listen,
first game of the season, side. I might be up there. What's the first game?
Sunday, the Brighton game. Sunday.
Brighton, yeah. I think
you're there, innit? Ty, you're there.
Yeah, I'm there. We're linking up, man.
Come on, definitely. So make sure you're there, people. You know what? Funny enough, tomorrow the Friday debate show will be about Martial. So funny enough, we talked about Ronaldo today, but the actual Martial debate will be tomorrow, 7 p.m. debate show. Is Martial good enough? Is Martial good enough to lead the line? Let's find out. So make sure you're there tomorrow. Big up to you, Knowledge, man. I appreciate everything, man. And yeah, man, we're out, people. Take care. Bye-bye.